Hi. After a long hiatus and with suggestions from friends to stop talking too less right at the beginning and talk faster, I'm just going to do 3 books at one shot and do them really quickly. The first book I'm going to talk about that I read recently is The 40 Rules of Love by a Turkish author, Elif Shafak. This book came to me by chance. I was walking through the aisles of Broadway, which is a bookshop in Goa, and there it was among bestsellers, and I just picked it up. It collected dust for at least 6 months in my house till I finally said I'm going to read it, because I was feeling a little loving and lovely, and I said, let's read a book about love. It is a book about Maulana Jalaluddin, known as Rumi, and about his companion Shams of Tabriz. It is how friendship can be eternal and mystical and strong, and how everything comes together to kind of find your destiny. Rumi was a straightforward, straitjacket man. You know, you could call him like a barrister Babu or the corporate Dune. In that sense, he was prim, proper. You can imagine him with a suit and a tie in today's day and age. Whereas Shams of Tabriz was the more unruly, boho kind of a person, flowy garments, always with probably a glass of wine in his hand. And these two absolute opposites become close friends till Shams of Tabriz, might I add, loses his life for Rumi. It's a lovely novel. It is a lovely piece of beautiful fiction based on some true facts that we've seen over the years. A synopsis reads that this novel is within a novel, and 40 Rules of Love tells 2 parallel stories of 2 brilliant people. It's a juxtaposition in literature that mirror each other across different cultures. It starts also about a housewife and kids, and it's a family drama within a mystical drama. So I hope you read this book, and that's about the first book. The next book that I'm going to tell you about that I read about a month, 2 months ago is, we got to go, Do No Harm by Henry Marsh. It was a book suggested by my boss, and it is a story of a brain surgeon's life, about death that he's encountered, and about his career as a brain surgeon. Well, now he is a famous author. I have read so many of his interviews, seen his videos, and he talks about what it feels like to be a brain surgeon, what it feels like to hold someone's life in your hands, the pressure that it makes you feel, and the consequences of being naive or being brash or pushing yourself too hard or sometimes even feeling godlike. It's really humbling how much he's ready to accept of his flaws and reality as a human being, as a doctor. After writing this book, he got a lot of heat for being honest. I mean, what else do you expect? But he was honest, and that is why I love the book. I love the character. It's not really an autobiography, but I like the biography he presents of himself. And how this beautiful, almost pristine job of being a doctor has its burdens, its triumphs, and of course its journey. Do watch the book, do read the book and watch his videos if you want to know more about the author. Now finally, I come to the third book that I loved. This book is more paintings and less words. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. First of all, when you see the book is wee big. Like, it's that thick, and it comes in a hardbound cover. It's beautiful. I did not purchase this book. A friend very graciously lent me the book and said, you must read this. I finished the entire book in 15-20 minutes. But in the past 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, I've reread the book every other day and still not finished it. It's that kind of a book which has a lot of love and emotion and thought. It's about a young boy named Charlie who has friends, which, as the book suggests, is a horse, a fox, a mole, and they're walking through, and how when they converse with each other, they're exchanging big life lessons in very simple ways. Um, They've also been recreated by children in schools and hung on walls, these paintings. They sometimes even appear on t-shirts and people wear them. Basically, it's about life, love, living from the eyes of a child. They say if anybody ever becomes a master of anything, they can explain it to a child very simply. So if you take a very good cricketer or a football player, he will be able to explain his technique very simply to a child. You can really make it easy. And that's what this book is. It's taken love and big topics like friendship, security, safety, and put together in paintings and words and explained it all together. Now, these are the 3 books that I have read recently. I'm still reading some more and I will tell you about them shortly. Till then, ta-da!